2021-2022 NBA Hoops Basketball 5-box pick your team break number 7. Let me read off what I have on the description on the website. Vet base does not ship with this break. Previous breaks we did ship the vet base, but we currently do not ship the veteran base on NBA Hoops. So the first case that we ran, which would have been 5-box number 1, 2, 3, and 4, we shipped all of the vet base on that case. But moving forward, I made the executive decision to not do any more veteran base from the hoops. So all the inserts and rookies and numbered cards, autos, any red backs, all that good stuff goes. But the veteran base cards will not on these. Like I said, the first case we did do that for you guys. But this second case here, we decided it was not a good way to go about breaking this stuff. So... Yep, and not only was it a whole case, it wasn't even a whole case at once. It was broken into 4 pieces, so we had to sort a quarter of it, bag up all that stuff, and then do another quarter with different people buying different teams, and yeah, so obviously we decided not to do that anymore. Previously, whenever I started breaking, 4 years ago, or 4 years ago, January 2018, we did at that point. It was a lot of people did no vet base on a lot of stuff. We did no vet base on pretty much everything, and granted, it was just myself as well. I only had myself going live, sorting, shipping. It was a one-man band, so I did a lot of no vet base, and that was pretty much the standard too. Box prices weren't at what they were at, and some boxes what they're still at. So it just didn't make sense for box breakers to ship out the vet base, cost of shipping, and additional time sorting. So a lot of stuff was no vet base. But with the COVID coming it through and box prices going out the wazoo, it just started to make more and more sense. And obviously, some base cards were holding more value than previously, but so it just made sense. Everybody's paying an arm and a leg to get in these box breaks. There's no way in hell I'm not shipping out everything. So we started shipping out everything pretty much always, besides right, exactly. Pretty much we never ship out Bowman paper and Contenders base no matter what, but we started shipping out base cards with everything pretty much, and I think in 2022 you're going to see us doing less and less base cards though. So we did do one case of hoops base, so I think that was enough. But yeah, I will say I think, and I don't think people are going to be upset with that at all either. I think people understand with the box breaks and shipping and sorting and everything, But if there is some value there. Yeah. Let's go, Presley. Let's go. Yeah, and we do that in some products. I do that as well, where we do equal split on the base. We do everybody gets a miscellaneous stack of base cards. We'll do that with some stuff too, but yeah. Number to 25. Nice hit for the Rockets. How about this? Tracy McGrady, 4 out of 25. 0 gravity insert. And that's the thing, too, is like, some people, some breakers, depending on how much you break, you can sort out the stuff and it's not too bad. But whenever you're doing, 20 cases of draft and you're doing 2 cases of this hoops, it starts to not make a whole lot of sense to do the base cards. So, like I said, we're definitely going to get this year. You're going to see where we're going to start doing less and less base cards. And like I said, rightfully so. I don't think we're going to have any pushback on that. We'll obviously post it up. And obviously, like if I see LeBron cards, I put them in the stack to ship. You know, if I see some, like that first card was a Zion. Nice. Hoopla. LeBron foil. Hard to imagine this repack being better than some of your older ones. I guarantee you, it is. It's more expensive. We're going $69.99 a spot. 35 cases, Presley. 35 cases. And it will be better than the old ones. Embiid to $9.99. I mean, it won't be like if you look at like the other ones where there was like $35 a spot, and some people hit a Brady auto. Well, that at the time, the Brady auto wasn't what it is now. So you know what I mean? Like put it into perspective that way, but it is better. 35 cases, yes sir. We're going big. A lot of cases, a lot of cards. I kind of have to go with more cases to be able to put in those bigger cards, you know, with only 15 cases that we used to do. Red back on the Thomas Bryant for the Wiz. I have to be able to spread out the cost of those bigger hits too. But I'm telling you right now, these repacks that I do, they're not a money maker for us. It's just something fun to do. And yeah, it's gonna be sweet, and it's gonna be loaded. It's gonna be loaded. It is loaded. Number to 99, Walker, green for the Spurs. Nice purple for the Pacers. Pacers going Eric. Bronze. We got Scotty Lewis, rookie ink for the Hornets. You know, $69.99 a spot. There's going to be $5,000 card, $3,000 card, $2,000 cards, $1,000 cards, several $500 cards. Monster break credit, sealed cases worth thousands, sealed boxes. All for the low, low price of $69.99 a spot. Not everyone's going to hit, but if you do hit, it's going to be nice. Cunningham, rookie base for the Pistons. First one of those. Luka to 2021. There's no Kevin White autos in there, I can tell you that. Pat Williams, purple. Zaire Williams. Right on. Yeah, it's going to be a drop. It's 9. I'm going to put some preview information on the website tonight. So you guys check it out tomorrow morning. Definitely want to check it out tomorrow morning. But yeah, we're going to put some preview information out there. It's a 9 a.m. Eastern drop. So I know that doesn't work super well with, you know, people that aren't in the Eastern time zone. But it is what it is. I'm trying to do a drop at, you know, earlier in the morning. We're going live at noon, so it gives people a couple hours to get your spots in for Saturday morning. And then we're going live. It's a noon drop on Saturday. It should be the first break at the new location that we have, so be everyone's first look at the new location, so it should be a lot of fun. Shit. Some days I don't even sleep, man. Some days it doesn't make sense if I'm up super late live streaming and then I gotta do sorting or shipping, I should say shipping or something the next morning, I won't even sleep. I didn't buy a storefront. I bought a commercial space, but it's not a storefront. I don't want a store. It's a separate office space to be able to do breaks from. I now have a third employee, so we'll all be working out of the new space. So no more home office. We got our own office space. Not a storefront, but office live streaming location. Yeah. Yeah, man, I've been doing it for 4 years from the home office. Previous to buying the house that I'm in now, we used to run breaks, me and my brother. I would break at night. He would come in the morning to ship. We worked from the same desk on the same computer in the mud room of a 1,004 square foot house. 1,004 square foot house. We had everything in a mud room. Upgraded to this place, and then obviously the home office is fine, but we are kind of running out of space. But the true problem is if I wanted to hire any additional people, I can't run it from my home office anymore. Then it gets too weird. So we have a separate space now. So now we have a third employee. We're making power moves, man. We're making power moves. But truly, to be able to grow, you can't do it from a home office. Luke to 2021. I got it all under control, my friend. I appreciate the assistance. Probably wouldn't even imagine how much I paid for a security system. I went a little above and beyond, but rightfully so. Sharp Redback rookie for Brooklyn. That was just something that is important to me, obviously, with running a business with collectibles. So security system is, oh, it's nice. Oh, it's very nice. It's top notch. Top freaking notch. Well, what's crazy is there's a utility closet and there's a vent that runs outside, right? And there was bird nesting in the ceiling tile of the utility closet, and I was about to freak and lose my shit. But I was able, they have a maintenance guy, he came through, cleared it all out, he put a mesh screen through the vent, so obviously the vent still works, but no critters and birds and shit can get up in there. But dude, just imagine that. Holy shit. What are we doing? Hot Sig rookies. Marcus Zagarsky, something like that. Brooklyn Nets. Just don't get into grading services. Nah, My intention is not that. My intentions are breaks and also some content creation. Jalen Green, hoops. The bats, the security system. Yeah, so yeah, my intentions are not to get into grading services or consignment or any of that junk. Well, it's not junk, but Zion. Um, my intentions are breaks, live group breaks, personals, all that good stuff, and um, content creation. YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, TikToks, Instagram. Number to 99, Garuba for the Rockets, rookie green. Not only fans. Cade Cunningham, base rookie. It's gonna be fun, man. It's a process, though. I will tell you that it's gonna take some time to get the hang of everything and how it's all gonna pan out and how it's all gonna work for us and you guys. And you know, it may be some trial and error. We may have it set up one way and realize that maybe sales are falling, it's not working out, and maybe we need to change it up and try something different, and that's totally fine. That's not a failure, you know. Number to 199, we got Johnson for the Clippers. But I do expect some trial and error type of deals to figure out how it's all going to work with the using different platforms and what have you. Embiid to 999. Different time frames and stuff. It's all things that I wanted to do, that I've been wanting to do, but just couldn't do it between me and Austin. Like, I'm going live and him sorting the breaks and us splitting the shipping and everything. I mean, there was like no time to complete anything, like any additional work other than going live and shipping and sorting. Like, we have like no more time. So hiring a third person should be able to help with that. And then also it's and then having the separate space, it's going to be so nice. It's going to help my freaking mental status too. Forgot to look at the red backs in that first box, but I think I already pulled them out. Got to start somewhere. Yeah. Yep. I pretty much have no work-life balance. Mine is work and hang out with my kids and wife, and I mean, that's it. I mean, I would very rarely be able to do anything that I actually like enjoy to do, like either, you know, getting out and going to social events or sporting events or, you know, anything. Going out, shooting some guns, riding some quads, or anything. Really, just that was hanging out with friends. Pretty much essentially no friends, you know, for 4 years, because always wrapped up in doing this. And even whenever I'm not live, I'm still doing stuff for it, ordering and all that kind of stuff. So, but trying to get trying to get a little bit more balance there, but also I'm in the process. I'm hiring a third person, so now I have the new kind of anxiety and wanting to thrive even more to make sure I can keep up with having employees and now overhead with commercial space and all that stuff. It never ends, but it's all good, man. That's the life I chose. That's the life I want to live. Yeah, but like that was the problem before. Is like I don't have anybody. If I don't go live, I don't make money. I still got to pay people, and then I'm not live. So, but hopefully, I'll be able to do some of those things more often by teaching these guys how to go live. So if I want to take some days off, I can easily rely on them. So yeah, that's the thought process in all this, obviously too. So. Once we get everything situated and I don't really have a bucket list trip. Really. Nothing really comes to mind. But once we get everything up and set up, we got, ooh, nice for the Cavs. Mobley, Cavs going lefty boo. What's been the most difficult thing for you? I would say the being kind of stuck in the home office, because the home office it brings some good and it brings a lot of bad. So being stuck here, because I don't want to change it, because it's nice being able to just, I'm at home, I'm always around my kids, all that kind of stuff, but at the same time I'm always around my kids, I'm stuck at home, and not being able to grow. Red back on the D Russell for the T-Wolves, not being able to grow because I'm stuck here, but not wanting to change it at the same time because champs insert for the Bucks. Because you feel comfortable with it, and things are, I've been successful, and I don't want to, if it ain't broke don't fix it kind of thing, but at the same time trying to grow, but it was a tough kind of like balancing act for the long time, and then finally it just got to the point where I was like gonna have a freaking mental breakdown. Cade Cunningham, I was like, we gotta change something here. Covington to 199 for the T-Blazers. So I was like, I think it's finally time. I mean, it's going to be a change, and yeah, I'm not going to be home with the kids and hanging out with them, and it's going to be a little bit different, but it's going to be like so much better. But that's pretty much, honestly, that's probably been the most difficult thing. It really hasn't been setting up the business, and I would say, I mean, it is difficult. The time Jones for the Pelicans, purple rookie. I mean, setting up the business, and I mean, we've been successful in getting breaks, getting the breaks going, and people buying in and following us on social medias and stuff. I mean, we're not huge, but I mean, we do, I would consider very well. But especially with not having, a lot of these guys have a crap ton more subscribers on YouTube and stuff, and don't do as many breaks. But so we've had good success, but it comes at a price where the timing, the amount of time that goes involved in this stuff is like crazy, because not only do I have to go live to do these, right? If I'm not live, we don't fill up any breaks. If we're not live, we don't do breaks. I don't sell any cards. I don't make any money. So I have to be live to do that. But on top of being live, I have to do all these other things that a business owner does to run their business, right? And then number to 25, Dennis Schroeder for the Celtics. So the time that this business takes is like unbelievable, because you got to break it, then you got to sort it, then you got to ship it, plus you got to order it, and then also sourcing products in this market is like unbelievably difficult to source them at a good price. So like the biggest thing is like not having any time to do anything ever. But again, bringing in some help. City Edition foil Ant-Man should help with that. We'll be able to do some more things. Plus, I'll be able to kind of, not exactly back off, but 2021. But you get what I'm saying. So, having some help. So, we're trying to make some moves. We're trying to go up there. Like I said, I kind of held myself back on kind of growth there for a while. I mean, throughout 2020 and 2021, I mean, we could have easily brought in, I could probably bring in a couple people at that point, and we would have been mowing down breaks and doing everything. But at the same time, that just comes with other issues and worries and stuff. So I just kind of was like, well, we're doing fine the way it is. We're making money. We're living. We're having fun doing it. But yeah, at a certain point, it just, the home office thing definitely becomes an issue. But it was great at first, though. Absolutely great. Sports cards like this, like, I was not making very much money at all, and it doesn't take a whole lot to get a breaking business started. I mean, maybe now because of the cost of like how much the boxes and everything cost, but even still, like, put it on a credit card. I mean, it doesn't cost a whole lot to get us started. You got to have a computer that most people already have a camera that most people probably already have, a web camera. Get you a couple boxes and boom, now you can go. And that's one of the reasons why you see so many breakers out there available, because everybody's got that stuff. You can just go live, go buy a box from their card store and go live, and that's some crazy stuff. But entry into the market is pretty easy, and yeah. So I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about now. 2 boxes to go. Hoops. Oh yeah, right now, like, you're not getting in with a distributor for sure. If you don't already have an account now, you ain't getting one. Shipping's not too bad, but again, it's just everything's a time, like, everything just consumes so much time. I mean, and I'm saying this, I mean, I know every business has its, pros and cons, so I'm not going to sit here and act like, I'm going broke doing this stuff or anything, but, everything's got its pros and cons. No, not really. The post office that we have here is like a bigger one. So they have a back dock with like, it's like a 10 like carport dock, and it's like it's like the biggest one around here. So we don't have like a little small post office that just gets bombarded with all of our packages. It's already a pretty big. It's a pretty big. It's a pretty massive post office. So us doing that probably doesn't even really put a dent in what they do. So now our other post office was smaller, not super small, but was smaller, and yeah, they knew whenever we were coming. They'd be like, "They're here." Yep, we're here. Get ready, bitch. Get that dolly. Go get the dolly, bitch. Number to 199, Zion Pelicans. Bucks. Other Bucks. We got Cunningham, rookie. Yeah, I also heard though sometimes like with those smaller post offices, like they get funding based off of how many packages come through there. So like I've seen some breakers talk about like them having like a small post office, but their post office actually enjoys whenever they come because they know like their packages coming through there means that the post office itself will have additional funding to do, you know, XYZ, either hire more people or, you know, whatever it may be. So but it's not like we're shipping out thousands of packages a week. I mean, we're shipping out a couple hundred twice a week. But so I mean, I guess that's a decent chunk. Cunningham insert. Franz. Kawhi Leonard for the Clips, 2021, road to the finals. Red back on the Holmes for the Kings. And I don't do it up here, but at the old post office because I was another red back Hornets because of it being a little bit smaller and getting to know those people there a little bit better than what we know the people up here. Yeah, I used to give them like the girls running the front desks, which one I went to high school with, but still hook them up with some Starbucks gift cards from time to time, you know, to sometimes you got to do that, you know. So they kind of help us with some stuff too, when need be. Yeah, and I do. I mean, I do pride myself on that kind of, you know, being honest and integrity and all that sort of stuff, right? And we got Artis Gilmore for the Spurs, and I hope people feel that way regarding, you know, if you do get in a break with me and there is some sort of issue ever, you know that I'm gonna go above and beyond to get it fixed, and I'm never gonna treat anybody the wrong way unless you treat me bad. If you treat me bad, I'm definitely going to treat you bad. But you treat me at least remotely respectful, or just don't treat me bad, and I'm going to treat you well. And I try to hook up the customers and try to have good prices and get stuff shipped out to you guys fast and never have to get in on a break and worry about an extra pack being stuck in there, and he's taking a pack and he's switching boxes and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Like, if you got to even remotely think about that, if you're getting in on a break with somebody and you have to remotely think about them switching out boxes or something weird like that ever, don't break there. Like, if you have to remotely question whether somebody switched out a box or did something, you know, grimy, weird like that, I wouldn't break there. So far, man, I don't think there has been a whole lot. I can't wait till you guys see some of these videos we're going to be coming out with, man. We're going to be coming out with some videos that are just, I think it's going to bring some good into the hobby. Not to say that, you know, other people aren't making good videos either, but ours aren't going to be your typical box preview videos or mail day videos. Ours are going to be a little bit different. Spread some joy to the world. Yeah, 1,000,000%. Alright, last box. Appreciate everyone staying up late with us here on the live stream. It's getting pretty late. It's almost 4 Eastern, so 4 a.m. Eastern. Trying to get these, we got a red back of Kongwu for the Hawks. Trying to get these hoops obviously rolling from last week. Moving a little bit slower than we'd exactly like, but sometimes that's alright. Donovan Mitchell to 2021, so trying to do one of these each day here to get them cleared out. So one yesterday, one today, and one tomorrow to get them cleared. But they are, you know, they're not a bad break, but certainly not NT basketball, but also, you know, they are longer breaks, so it's a longer, I would go out on a limb and call it a little bit boring of a break, but it's not got that NT or flawless firepower, but it's also not priced that way either. It's super cheap, and it's also the first product of the year with rookies in their NBA uniforms. And we haven't had there's not been much for 2021 2022 Tobias Harris to 2021 Road to the Finals. 21-22 NBA products to begin with. So yeah, we need something good. Select an insert. Luke Kennard, number 2, 199. Clippers. Well, I'm not a big box war fan, but there will be some other options available that I have to kind of nail down all of the details regarding. But I would like to be, you know, having a kind of doing our normal boxes and then also having like a value break side with cheaper breaking options, whatever that may consist of. One box serial number, one box break, random divisions, random teams, just anything, just maybe just to be a little bit on the cheaper side. LaMelo foil insert, and then also trying to do some other stuff on some other platforms, so maybe doing some personal boxes. Nice hit to 9-9 for the Rockets. Who had the Rockets? Nathan. You know, doing some like personal boxes, or even doing one box breaks on Instagram, or getting on some of these box breaking apps and maybe doing some auctions on Whatnot, some team doing box auctions on the Whatnot app possibly. Yeah, trying out some different stuff. See how it's all going to turn out, but Aruba, Rockets purple. We may try one way and may not like how that one's going, and may try something else. I don't know, but we're going to try some different things, man. We're going to try a couple different things. But like I said, unfortunately, ideally, Smith for the Bucks, Elmore Smith, ideally I hire a fourth person, because the third person is nice, but at the same time, like if I'm trying to, you know, kind of expand this a little bit more and also be able to not tone it back exactly, but be able to get more assistance from other people. You know, maybe I don't have to go live. You know, I could take one day off going live. Maybe it's not a day off, but maybe I don't have to go live one day, you know, one less day a week, or something like that, to that effect. But then that other person does that. But then on the other side, where I'm trying to build up some content creation and some other things, that person, it eats away at the time that they would have to do that. So it's going to be a juggling act here for a little bit. Cunningham base to end it, to trying to figure out how it's all going to mesh together. But ideally, I would have a fourth person that like just does sorting, like literally doesn't touch anything. They just sort everything for everybody, and that's the only thing they do. That would be perfect. So we may try to work towards that, but because like I said, adding a third person is nice, but if we're trying to do all this extra stuff, yeah, it's going to be a juggling act. It's going to be a juggling act. Not much on the hoops for you, Amp. Jesus. Sorry, man. This one was a pretty bad one, I think, right? I wasn't even honestly really paying it much attention. I don't think we really got much for autos. There was a couple redbacks, I think, and a couple numbered rookies, but see ya, man. Have a good one. I appreciate you. get a good amount of Cunninghams, more than we typically get. For the Pistons spot, we had 2 of those inserts and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Cunningham bases. Usually on some of them, we get like 2 or 3. Appreciate it, Will. Have a good one, man. See you guys tomorrow. Redback. Nice hit for the Rockets. Green to 99. Excuse me. Ion to 199. Bucks insert. Bucks champion insert. Redback. 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 Another Bucks champion insert. Curry. High voltage insert. Jones purple for the Pelicans. Foil Ant-Man. Sharp redback. Zion foil. Garuba to 99 green Rockets. To 25 Tracy McGrady for the Rockets. That was cool. Hoopla LeBron foil. Redback. Walker. Purple. Luka to 2021. And the autos. Nothing too crazy. Elmore Smith for the Bucks. Decent one for the Cavs, though. Brooklyn and Scotty Lewis for the Hornets. 21-22 NBA Hoops Basketball. 5 box. Pick your team. Number 7. Thanks for hopping in.